Hi, Gene here with today's thought. Actually, it's not a thought, it's a news, though I do have some thoughts about this news, but it's something that, well, by the time you're watching this a day after I recorded it, so I'm recording it Thursday night, you're seeing it on Friday. By the way, you can see the hotel room. I'm still in New York. This is my last broadcast from New York. The next one will be on Monday, and I'm going to do it over the weekend back in Tennessee when I get back there. But anyways, the news is something that you may not have heard about because it's something that the mainstream media, they're all liberals and they may not report this because it's pretty big. It's significant. It's about the laptop, the famous Hunter Biden laptop, and the letter signed by 51 former intelligence officials saying that the story about the laptop, just the laptop itself, had all the earmarks of Russian disinformation campaign, and now we know, of course, that the laptop is authentic. But what's interesting about this email? Well, I'm just going to read you the email, and I'll tell you what it demonstrates. But here's the email. There's going to be a lot of first names in it, but those are names of people to sign the letter. The 51 people, some of the 51 people. It's from Michael Morell, who's the one who he says that he was put up to contacting people to sign this letter. He's one of the 51, and then he got 50 more to sign on to the letter too. And Antony Blinken is the one who is supposed to have prompted Morell to do this. Anyways, you had these 51 officials say, well, yeah, we thought it was, they say we had no proof. They said it in the letter too, just as it has the earmarks of a Russian disinformation. So they gave themselves plausible deniability to say, well, we didn't say definitively that it's Russian disinformation, which is just, it's mealy mouth talking out of both sides of your mealy mouth, I guess. So, but this letter blows the whole lid off of that because they said, well, that's what we thought in our professional judgment, and we could have been wrong. But let me just read this. So I'm going to have to look away. Well, I'll put the letter up so you won't see me looking over here while I read it. But here, it's going to cover the screen so you won't see me. But here's the letter. Read along with me. Okay, it's from John Brennan, as you can see, John Brennan, who is one of the former heads of the CIA, and it's from this Michael Morell. So it says, well, at the top it says, okay, Michael, add my name to the list. Good initiative. Thanks for asking me to sign on. But now here's the letter that he's replying to the email below. So here it is. John, meaning John Brennan. Can I add your name to the list? We'll be adding Leon. That would be Leon Panetta. Obviously, Sue Gordon, I don't know. Jay Johnson was an official in the Obama administration. George, Lisa Monaco, Mike Rogers, director of, I guess, National Security Agency. Anyways, today, but here's the important part. And working on adding Dan Coates, Mike Rogers, and Tom Bossert. So, more. These are all signatories to the letter, as far as I know. As far as I know, none of them. Maybe one of them refused. I'm not sure. There was one who was contacted who said, "Well, I haven't seen any proof, so I didn't sign it. I'm not going to sign the letter." But anyways, this is the important part. And lots of other IC career folk. That's intelligence community folk. And then we have trying to give the campaign, particularly during the debate on Thursday, a talking point to push back on Trump on this issue. Thanks, Michael. Trying to give the campaign, particularly during the debate on Thursday, a talking point to push back on Trump on this issue. Thanks, Michael Morell. Now, that debate was actually on some of the news programs, was replayed just recently to remind everybody. But that was the last debate before the election, and that's when Biden cited this letter because Trump was saying, he brought up the laptop, and then Biden said, well, 51 former intelligence officials signed this letter saying that, as Biden put it, that it looks like Russian disinformation, even though they knew remember the FBI had this laptop since 2019. They knew that it was authentic, but they never said anything. So that's one example of how corrupt the deep state is. These organizations are when they're trying to elect Democrats or stop Republicans from winning elections, especially if that Republican is Donald Trump. Anyways, the point is that it says right here that the specific purpose of this letter was to provide a talking point. It was a political talking point to help Biden through the debate and help him win the election by falsely portraying this laptop as being Russian disinformation, or at least creating that impression, because a poll showed that enough people thought, if they acted on what they said that if they had known that about this laptop, because remember, Twitter suppressed the story, and so did Facebook, so did YouTube. Anybody if I would have mentioned it, it would get taken down. Maybe it would still, this vlog would be taken down if I said that I believe, well, I guess they lost on I can say that the laptop is authentic because everybody's verified it. But everybody except Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, they haven't verified it yet. That's another story. I'm going to run out of time on my battery here, but on my cell phone. Anyways, so that's it. It was a political hit job, no doubt about it. Nothing to do. It was just a straight political hit job to influence the election interference. You have the email, no doubt about it, and that's my thought for today. Thanks for stopping by. Would love to see all of you again. Stop by and subscribe. That would even be better. Until next time, bye.